welcome to The Print. I am Devdatta here in Dhaka, and today we are in conversation with Nitai Roy Chowdhury, who is the sole Hindu MP elected in the Tariq Rahman-led BNP government. Bangladesh elections were held after a year of turmoil on the 12th of February, and the BNP won a landslide mandate on the 13th. Roy Chowdhury is now the Culture Minister in the cabinet, and we speak to him on what Bangladesh can expect going ahead. What are the issues when it comes to minority politics, when it comes to the larger political landscape in Bangladesh, and culture in Bangladesh? Welcome to The Print, sir. To begin with, I would like to ask you that, you have come into power after a long year of turmoil post the Sheikh Hasina government was ousted in a student uprising. If I had to ask you, would you say that the condition or the environment in Bangladesh is now more stable with an elected democratic mandate than it was before?
Well, thank you so much. Just 3 days back, we come into power. The government take oath, Prime Minister and other ministers take oath on 17th of this month. So now, the reality is what we actually observing, that is, and all sections and sectors of Bangladesh had been totally become disorder. Constitutional institution and government institutions was also disordered, like Election Commission, University Grant Commission, Anti-Corruption Commission, then Judiciary, Civil Administration, Police Administration. All have been disordered, destroyed during those 18 years. The financial institutions like bank, then financial loan institute, insurance companies, they also all the looted by the so-called directors and chairmen of the company. And now we'll have to reconstruct the country, the system of education, the culture. Both education and culture was also destroyed. Now we have to bring out Bangladesh from that position in a new hopeful dimension.
Right.
If everything is destroyed, disordered, who will bring the country in order? That is this government. Our duty is to bring out Bangladesh in a dynamic process. So we just started work under the leadership of our Prime Minister Tariq Rahman. And we hopeful we come into power not to become failure. We must succeed. We must win. As we the other day on the election. And similarly, we will always work for our nation, our people, and the people's right. This is our vision. And we will definitely succeed.
And sir, if I had to ask you, what are the top 3 key challenges that the government now faces, post a transition period that Bangladesh saw. There was an interim administration in place. Now there's a democratically elected government with a huge mandate. Now, going ahead from here, what are the current three key challenges, if I had to ask you, that the government would focus on?
Very at present, the price of everyday commodities, price hike. That is, we have to control the price within the limit of people's purchasing power, because the Ramadan month has already started. Then, uh, electric supply. Electric supply in every houses of the country, rural area, including rural area, মানে electricity already connected long before ago. Very few villages. Bangladesh is predominantly a village-based country.
Right,
90% of our wide majority people, of our vast majority people, they live in the rural areas. So their welfare, their well-being, that is our government's main focus of the well-being of the peasant workers and the toiling masses, the downtrodden people. Well, we will develop our country for everybody. So now, electric supply is also a challenge, but we are trying that it is also will solve this problem. These are the main two problems. Then the economic position. million dollars of taka transfer from Bangladesh to other countries. So money laundering. This is also, and the bank, insurance companies and other financial institutions, they are facing the fund crisis, liquidated.
right.
So we will definitely try to solve that problem. We must cut our coat according to our cloth. What we have had now, we will start with that. We will minimize our life, minimize the lifestyle of the people. That will time to time will take decision in the cabinet.
And sir, you are now the culture minister. In the past few months, during the interim administration, there were a lot of attack on cultural institutions in Bangladesh. You know, the key institutions such as Chayanot, Uduchi. We saw, mob violence being predominantly attacking these institutions. As the culture minister now, how would you ensure that, culture that is such a huge backbone of the Bangladeshi society as a whole is, it flourishes, these institutions do not come under attack, and they are preserved and their safety is ensured, and, as a whole, culture in Bangladesh is taken ahead from here?
Now see, you mentioned the time, and in those days, in fact, there was no elected government. Just immediate after fall of the past regime, the fascist regime, after the upsurge of the students and people's upsurge, the violent upsurge, the past government and other connected people, that the MPs, ministers, prime ministers, all other local government people, that the chairman of the Poro Sabha, municipality, the mayor of the city corporation, the Upazila chairman, Union Parishad chairman, all filled away. And the one destroyed, but the new not started, newly not
There was no elected government.
elected government. And in those days there was a vacuum. And in those days there was mob violence and some radicalism. That has happened. But now this is the elected government. BNP government, that the government of Tariq Rahman is a elected government, and our main source of our power is people's power.
Right.
People vote for us. So it is our duty to serve the people's interest. We will never tolerate mob violence. That will be totally stopped. We will not tolerate any corruption. Bangladesh, we try to Bangladesh become a corruption-free country. We will ensure that. And the radical the violence, fundamentalism, we will not tolerate. However, Bangladesh will be a modern country, a liberal, tolerant, secular country. Secular in the sense that all religions must be performed here in their own way. But we will definitely form a unity in diversity.
Right. So since we are talking about, the rise of fundamentalism, in the past few months, there has also been a rise in mob violence. A major point of contention, which was even raised by India, was, the attack on minorities. Now, in your case, you are the sole elected Hindu minority MP, and it has become, it's one of the major talking points when it comes to your election. You also saw a landslide victory. When we speak about these instances, do you think the BNP government will ensure or will make it a core agenda? The protection of minorities will be their core agenda, and how will that be implemented in the coming days?
Historically, BNP is a non-communal, and BNP always protect the right and life of minority people. In our constitution, it is clearly stated that all citizens, it's a chapter in fundamental chapter,
Right.
all citizens are equal before law. Right to property, right to have justice, but criminal justice, everything will be, all citizens will have the equal right. So, in our constitution, there is no question of minority or majority.
Right.
And ethnically, a small group, but religious belief in the sense of religious belief, there may be a small and large.
They are also the largest minority,
But
yes.
but we are all Bangladeshi. We got the same right perform here. So no problem. And BNP believe that. BNP is a moderate Muslim, Bangladesh is a moderate Muslim country, Bangladesh.
Right.
And Bangladesh, and you see, you are from Jharkhand, if you to look into the West Bengal, there are many Bengali people also there. Their culture, their heritage, like Bangladeshi culture and heritage, it is very old culture,
Right.
from the ancient time. So the people are tolerant here. People are liberal, friendly each other. So there is no question of me. And when we believe that, we will never allow
Any kind of mob violence.
any kind of mob violence, any kind of fundamentalism, rise of fundamentalism. We are against that.
But do you see the kind of rise in society? Do you think there is a rise, or it is, would you say that it's more like an exaggerated phenomenon? Because this has been a talking point.
That is not organized way. That happened not in an organized way. That is isolated some.
So would you say those are isolated incidents that took place because there was no elected government?
But elected government will not. Law will take its own course against anybody.
Right.
Own course.
And sir, I wanted to ask you, you have been in the political landscape of Bangladesh for a very long time now. You were there during the Irshad rule, you were there during Khaleda Zia's rule, you were there during Sheikh Hasina's rule.
Political life is now 62 years.
62 years of
Now
political
I am
life.
80. I started my politics at the age of 16. Student politics. Student politics, college level, university level, then national politics.
So do you, in these 60 years of your political career, do you see some kind of a shift in the Bangladeshi politics as a whole from then to now? If I had to ask you that, what would be the key shift that you, according to you, you have noticed that there's there have been major uprisings in Bangladesh historically. Then there was the 2024 uprising. There's kind of, like now there's a shift, or there's a line where it's a post 2024 uprising era and the pre 2024 uprising era. According to you, how would you describe that kind of shift, and what is coming ahead for Bangladeshi politics going in the next 5 years?
Shifting means not ideological shifting. Or you just think that my destination is Jharkhand. We'll go by 10. So we started our journey climbing in a 10, but after 2-3 stations, the 10 shifted the line. They will not go after Jharkhand, they will go to Calcutta. Then what will do? Then I will definitely wait for another 10 to go to reach in my destination.
Right.
So this is not whether my goal is correct or not, that is important. So this is not shifting. And in a political life, political events in what happened in Bangladesh always is a tolerant level country, at a moderate country. The Muslim people are very moderate here. The Hindus are also moderate here. But in the same place, the in mosque, the adhan performs adhan, and another in the
Hindu temple.
evening time, they started Shanko. So just side by side. In our Durga Puja festival, this time it's a huge in number. The Muslim people go to the temple, go to the Hindu worship place, and the Idul Fitr, Idul Adha, Hindu go to there. So there is a very friendly relation. Some few people, in a motivated way, they are practicing this sort of fundamentalism, but they are not liked by the people.
Because Bangladeshi society is essentially a liberal and a secular society. So if I had to sum it up, what you are saying is there has not been an ideological or a political shift, but it was mostly because of the the kind of what followed post the uprising, which led to a certain instability.
Exactly.
So one final question before I let you go. Like we discussed, these points have been, a point of contention between India-Bangladesh relations as well. If I had to ask you that from now on, here on, what is that one message that you would like to give to India as a political party, as an elected MP, as a member of the cabinet, for the bilateral relations going ahead, what would that be?
We are always this party during the period of Ziaur Rahman, then Begum Khaleda Zia, this time we are always, but we always think the friendly relationships with the neighboring countries must be followed, must be there. But there must be mutual relationship,
Right.
mutual respect, mutual understanding, mutual, everything will be mutual. We must look into our national interest. India will look into their national interest. But other neighboring country, definitely the same way. But we will, at a certain level, we must not be the cause of others' national security, national interest against their national interest. We will not allow our land by any quarter, any person who will create nuisance for another neighboring country. We will not allow that.
Right.
Well, mutual interest, national interest. You will look into your national interest, I will look into my national interest.
Right.
Then
Thank you so much, sir. This has been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. Thank you.
okay.